Welcome to our podcast, which has been named one of the very best in marketing research. This is Research Business Daily Report. We invite you to go to RBDR's exclusive community at the crowdfunding platform patreon.com/RBDR, where you can lend your support. This is Bob Lederer for more than 25 years, the respected voice in market research. Episode 92 of Market Research in the COVID-19 era is here for you today. Now, in making my usual rounds of the market research marketplace, I heard a slightly different point of view last week. I had asked the source of that to express it here on RBDR, but she decided not to, in fact asked me not to quote her. And I'm going to live up to that request and my promise not to attribute it to her in any way. However, she told me that, quote, this pandemic has changed everything, and one of the results she believes is going to be the continuing degradation of research conferences. She believes client companies, even after the coronavirus is vanquished, are going to hold firm with curtailed travel budgets, and therefore research conference attendance will suffer. Quote, the complexion of conference attendance will be changed in the immediate post-COVID period, she told me. My perception, she continued, is that client company research personnel who clearly have not traveled much, and especially to conferences in 2020, feel that they really haven't been damaged by this new reality. She went on to state that attending a conference for someone in the client research or insights department is really considered a privilege. The inference is that research is not that highly thought of in a lot of companies. In some companies, it's actually perceived as nothing more than a staff function. Researchers spend company funds to make a conference trip, and yet, as is true now, they can get some of the same relevant information, even educational material, by going online after the meeting. Now, there's no right or wrong about this, but the point made by my source is something to chew on. SMR held what was normally its annual Congress last week as a virtual meeting. The 2020 market research event is going to be held this year also as a virtual confab. And year in and year out, the live research meeting that this represents has the greatest attendance in our industry. Now, it would appear that the uncertainty involving approval of a vaccine or vaccines and the distribution to not only to Americans but the global population is going to drag on for some time. And until vaccine distribution begins, research conferences may not be staged in front of live audiences. But when COVID is gone, will the current new normal be gone too? Your guess is as good as mine. Time's running short on this special RBDR series, which looks at how the coronavirus has impacted the research industry. If you think you know of or have actually experienced something highly unusual in your research world, well, please email your ideas and feelings to me at rflbob@gmail.com. That wraps up today's Research Business Daily Report. If you watch us either regularly or even just occasionally, well, thanks very much, because we assume that if you fall into either category, you are finding RBDR to be time well spent. And we want to really encourage you to watch our videos and to pass them on to friends and peers when they're relevant to them. We hope you will also consider becoming an RBDR Patreon supporter, which can be done at patreon.com/RBDR. We hope you have a great research day, and that we'll see you back with us here tomorrow. Until then, stay safe.